Okay, now in today's lesson I'm going to show you how you can set up what's called a public profile URL, which is a short form URL that you can direct traffic to that will send them to your profile. Now in LinkedIn, if I just go here, that's what a profile looks like. So that's my particular profile with all my details. Now the profiles that we actually have set can have, and you can see just underneath the photograph here, aulinkedin.com/in/ and then my name. That's the URL for mine, and you can see I can send people to that address. Up here in the address bar you can see that address showing up. Now when you create a profile in LinkedIn, by default that's not going to happen. It won't look as nice as that. By default it'll actually come up with something that's probably a little bit less user friendly and much harder for people to remember if you're trying to actually tell them to go there. I'm going to show you a profile that hasn't been set. Apologies to the gentleman concerned for using him, but I had to use somebody in this example. So Gagan Singh, you can see here, and you can see his URL, and it's linkedin.com/gagan-singh/13/57b/422. It's awful. It's really hard for people to remember. So what we have to do is try and turn it from something like that into something more like this. That's much easier for the people that you are talking to remember. So how do we go about doing that? Well, if I go to LinkedIn, let's get back to the home page. The menu here, I can see profile, and when I hover over there, drop down menu, the first item is edit profile. I'll just click on that. Edit profile allows me to come in and edit things like the photograph and the text and things like that, but just under the photograph can you see where it actually has what the current public profile is. Mine's already set. Yours may say something a little bit scary, a little bit like Gagan Singh's profile, and next to it is edit. We click on that and we can now see the profile and the things that we can edit. Now across to the right hand side, this is the public content that's visible. We can actually make it invisible, but by default it's visible, but you can actually limit the things that people can see or not see. There may be valid reasons why you'd want to say limit what groups will actually show up in your profile. So you can be members of groups, but you don't want everybody to see the groups that you're in. But that's not what we're looking at doing, but you'd change that here. But just below that you can see your public profile URL. That's what the current setting is, and below that is a hyperlink to customize your public profile. When I click on that, up pops this window here, and I can see what it's set, linkedin.com/in/ and this bit here, which you can then type in whatever you want. Now note the rules are it must contain a minimum of 5, maximum of 30 characters, letters or numbers, and no spaces, symbols or special characters, no hyphens, underscores or things like that, which by the way is not a good idea to put into anything. It really does make things a lot harder for people to try and remember. So put in the name. I put it in all in one word. I've got a name that has 3 words in it. It's a Dutch name. And then you click on set custom URL, and that's it done. Now I'm just going to cancel because I don't need to do that, and from that point onwards you can then send people to your public profile and they will then be able to find you. And if I just take it, I'm just going to copy it and then paste it up here in the address bar, and you can see I can send anybody. So you can tuck that into your emails, website, wherever you want to actually put that. And that's today's lesson. Alright, thanks very much. Hope you enjoyed it, and leave comments below. I'm always interested in seeing your comments and I will respond to them. Thanks.